In this video, I will discuss how this PLC software will be used. So, go to category A and click section 3. Here we learn how to write a simple logic in this PLC and how to download and how to simulate. Okay, click on here. Now the software is opened. First, I will minimize this one. If you see here, there are different sections here. If you see in this window, we have different sections. I am highlighting with a box, red color box. This is the simulation space. Here, depending upon the selected task, some animation will be shown here. These animations only we're going to use in our ladder logic. And the bottom left space is ladder logic. Here we can write our ladder logic. I highlighted in blue color window, blue color box. In this space only we have to write our ladder logic. And the next one is this one. This is IO table. It will show the status of digital inputs and outputs. We have inputs with the letter starting with X and output started with letter Y. Input X0 to X27 are displayed here. Similarly, output Y0 to Y27 status are displayed here. And the next one is operational panel. I am highlighting in green color. In this operation panel, some inputs and outputs are selected by default in the software. If you see, lamps are available here: Y20, Y21, Y22, Y23 are the outputs, output addresses. These lamps are connected. That means, say if I want to use light 1 in my logic, compulsory I had to use the output address Y20. There is no option to change this Y20 address in this software. We have to use as provided in the software. Similarly, we have switches. There are two types of switches here. PB means push button. There are 4 push buttons are there: 1, 2, 3, 4, PB1, PB2, PB3, PB4. The addresses are X20, X21, X22, X23. If I need some push button in my logic, I can use these 4 push buttons. Next, there are 2 switches are there: SW1, SW2. Selector switch 1, selector switch 2. In selector switch, we can keep the input status either on or off continuously. The respective addresses are X24 and X25. If I want to use selector switch in my ladder logic, I have to use the address X24 for switch W1, and I have to use input X25 for switch 2, SW2. Okay, and we have another box is there, top left side. I am highlighting in orange color. Okay, if you see here, you can find edit ladder, write to PLC, reset and main buttons are available here. Edit ladder. This option, we have to click this button whenever we want to edit or modify or do any changes in the below box, ladder logic box. That means if you want to do any addition or deletion or configuration change in the logic, we have to click edit ladder button. Similarly, write to PLC. What is this write to PLC? This is nothing but download. For example, we have some logic written in the ladder below box, ladder logic. Then we want to do the simulation, we want to do the trial how our ladder logic works. In that case, what we have to do, we have to download the logic into the PLC, virtual PLC. Then we can do the simulation. So we have to click write to PLC option. Next, reset. So what is reset? Whenever you click this reset button, the simulation will be restarted. It will start from 0 again. Menu, main menu. This one, this is a button. Use it to navigate to the main menu. From there we can select whatever task we need. We discussed earlier, we have different types of categories. Category A, B, C, D, E, F. We can navigate through any of the category. And finally, if you see here, run text is displayed here, right? Run means PLC, virtual PLC is ready to simulate. Means in run mode, it is not possible to do any modifications or editing of the ladder logic. Only we can do the simulation. We will see it in the next topic, how we do it there. But remember, whenever this is in run mode, it's not possible to do any modifications in the ladder logic. We can do only simulation. If we want to do modifications in the ladder logic, we have to click edit ladder button first. Then we can do the modification. Okay. Now we will see a simple example of input and output with the logic. Now I want to turn on the output lamp 1 PL1 when my input switch is pressed. Okay, so first I want to add some logic here, but the PLC in run mode, so it is not possible to do any modification or addition or deletion of ladder logic here. See, here all are deactivated, disabled. So first what we have to do, we have to click edit ladder. See, the PLC mode changed from run mode to program mode. In program mode, we can do the modifications in the ladder logic. See, now I want to use my input push button PB1 in my ladder logic. So I am going to select normally open contact. See, one pop-up window came. Here I have to enter address of the input. I am going to use push button 1. What is the address of push button 1? X20. So enter X20 and click OK. My input is entered. Now I want to control my output lamp indication PL1. What is the address of PL1? Y20. So in ladder logic we have to use coil for the outputs. Coil instruction. See, coil, this is the coil. You can also use keyboard shortcuts F4, F5, F6, F7 like that, but I am using mouse. So click this one, coil. Again pop-up window came. So here I want to control the output lamp PL1. What is the address of PL1? Y20. Enter Y20. Click OK. So now my program is completed. If you see, the background is highlighted in gray color. Whenever this is in gray color, it is not possible to download into the PLC. So click convert. See here bottom one, convert. You can press function key F4 or you can click this option here, convert. Program is compiled. It is ready to download. Now you can click write to PLC. Now the program is downloading into the PLC. See, download is completed. The simulation will start. Now it is in program mode, but if you click OK, it will change to run mode. It is changed to run mode. Okay, now we can do the simulation. See, when I am going to click on PB1 button, what happened? My output lamp is turned on. If you see Y20 PL1, the lamp is turned on. As it is a push button, I have to continuously press this push button. If I release the push button, input is off, output is also off, because this is a push button. Let's say I want to change this input from push button to selector switch. What is the address of selector switch? If I am going to use SW1, the address is X24. So go here. First it is in run mode. In run mode it is not possible to do any modifications. So click edit ladder. It is changed to program mode. Now double click on the X20. Just change from X20 to X24. Click OK. Whenever there is a change editing in the program, it will show you the background gray color. So you have to click convert one time. If any errors are there, it will be displayed. Otherwise everything is fine. Program is compiled. Now what we have to do? We have to download the updated program into the PLC. So click write to PLC. Program is downloading, completed. Okay. So my program is uploaded. Okay. If I click SW1, my input X24 is on. You can see the same status of inputs in the IO table. See, my input X24 is showing red color here. Red means on, it is in on. Similarly, if you see the output Y20, it is also showing red color, it is also on. The output lamp is showing turned on, input is on. If I going to change status to off, input off, output off, here light is also turned off. Here IO table also updated accordingly. Okay, now coming to the simulation. In this software, all the simulations are provided with respect to inputs and outputs. The respective addresses for these inputs and outputs are fixed. For example, if you see in this simulation example, there are different inputs and outputs available. We already know that in this software, the inputs are labeled with letter X and outputs are labeled with letter Y. Okay, if you see these commands here, Y0 is for this robot supply command. What is the command of this one? Text or description of this Y0 supply command. Whenever my output Y0 is turned on, the robot will pick one object from this box and place it on this conveyor. This is the function of this simulation robot. Next, output Y1. Its description is conveyor forward. Means whenever my output Y1 is turned on, the conveyor is started and its direction is forward. Similarly, another output instruction is Y2 and its description is pusher. Whenever Y2 is turned on, this is a pusher. Whenever there is a box here, this pusher will push it and the box will place it in the box. And only one input is there in this simulation. That input is X0. X0 is a sensor. This sensor detects the object in front of the pusher. Means whenever an object appeared before the pusher, the X0 sensor will be activated. X0 is on. If there is no box in front of pusher, X0 is off. Okay. Now we will see the simulations with our ladder logic. First, it is in run mode. So click on edit ladder. It changed to program mode. Now we can do the modifications. Say for example, I want to turn on the conveyor. So when my switch SW1 is turned on, conveyor has to start. So input is already X24, so there will be no change here. And output address is for conveyor address. What is the conveyor address? Y1. Enter Y1 here. Double click on Y20. Enter Y1. Okay. Now we do some modification in the ladder logic. So background is changed to gray color. So click convert one time. So program is compiled. Now download means click write to PLC. Program is downloaded. Click OK. Now it is in run mode. Run mode is also displayed here also in the IO table. So if the input X24 is on, conveyor will be started. See, whenever my X24 is on, Y1 is output Y1 is also on. if you see here, the arrow, forward arrow appeared here, and these small circles are rotating. See, conveyor is started rotating na, rotating. If my input is off, the rotation is stopped, means conveyor is stopped. There is no forward arrow. Again I'm switching on the input. See, forward arrow appeared, conveyor is rotating. Now operate the robot. What is the address of robot? Output address is Y0. Change, double click on Y1, change it to Y0. OK, and convert, and then write to PLC. Completed. So whenever my input is on, the robot will do its function. What is its function? It will pick one box from the source and it will put it on conveyor. Simple. If I want to move the conveyor forward, I have to do the ladder logic change again. Edit ladder. So right click here, insert line. I'm going to add one more input. I want to use address switch 2. Address is x25. Click OK. I want to move the conveyor. Conveyor is an output instruction Y1. So we have to add coil. We have to add conveyor address. What is conveyor address? Y1. Click OK. Again the background is in gray color. We have to convert it, means compile it. Again write to PLC. Program is downloading to the PLC. Program is downloaded. Now if I as program is again downloaded, everything is restarted. So click X24 to turn on, means switch 1, and again I am activating input 2. So conveyor is started, the box is moving. This is what happens.